To begin, select the Options menu in Simatic Manager. Then select Customize. Then the Language tab. In the National Language box, you can choose from the installed languages to set the menu display language. In the Mnemonics box, if mnemonics are set to English, code mnemonics such as inputs will display with I and outputs with Q. If the mnemonics are set to German, code mnemonics such as inputs will display with the E for Eingang and outputs with A for Ausgang. Click the Help button on any tab for more detailed help. Select the General tab. Set the default storage locations for your projects and the storage location for libraries here. If you put a check in the box Open New Object automatically, when you create an object, such as code block, the programming editor will open automatically. Now, select the Date and Time of Day tab. Here, you can set the date and time format. Placing a check in the box Display Module Times and Local Time of the PGPC will convert diagnostic message timestamps to the local computer's time. This box should only be checked if the PLC is set to Universal Time, or UTC. Now, let's select the View tab. Here, you can change the background color and text color for online windows. Display operating mode in module symbol is checked by default. This shows the operating state of the CPU, for instance, run or stop in online windows. Always read data from CPU on opening blocks folder is also checked by default. When you open an online blocks folder, this option tells Simatic Manager to get the block list from the online PLC. By default, Enable Access Address to be modified is not checked. Online window access addresses are displayed in the Windows Object Properties and obtained from Simatic Manager. It is strongly recommended that you not select this option. Display Quick View during the hardware diagnostics is checked by default. This shows only the PLC and module faults with brief information when hardware diagnostics is launched from the diagnostics setting choice of the PLC menu. Unchecking this box will give more detailed information in the hardware diagnostics window, but takes longer to load the information. Open New Window automatically on changing view is checked by default. This opens an online view in its own window. Select the Columns tab. The Visible Columns box contains columns that show when the blocks folder is viewed in detailed view. Select the Message Numbers tab. This is where you choose whether alarm messages will be tied to the CPU or the project. HMI programs Pro Tools version 6 or WinCC Flexible version 6 or later support CPU-oriented messages, and this is the default. Select the Archiving tab. When archiving a project, by default, you are prompted to choose if you want to span across multiple disks. Since floppy disks are seldom used anymore, uncheck the Check Options box to disable this prompt. This concludes the video for Simatic Manager Customized Defaults.